Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to FriggHome, transforming your everyday life with DePINs and innovation. My name is Ice, and I will be your host for today's show. Now, ladies and gents, I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time. And if you've been here since the stream countdown, then clearly you guys are as well. But hey, for everyone else that are perhaps joining us for the first time, this is FriggHome's pre-sale live stream, and man, it's going to be an awesome one today. We're going to have the opportunity to speak with the mastermind behind FriggBox to learn just what the team has been cooking over these past few years. So let's get into this, guys. But first, let me check in with my co-host, co-founder, and the CEO of FriggHome. What's going on, Axel? How you doing, man?
Hello everyone, I'm feeling good. It's a good day, it's a great day. We have some very important news for you guys, so keep watching.
Indeed. And I must say, every single time we hop on stream, Axel, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that you do with your hair, but that looks incredible. You just look happy, well presented. Yeah, give us that stoicism, 100%, please. Oh my God. That is how we started. That's how we're going to start this live stream. By the way, before we actually get started on everything that is on the agenda that we have to cover, Axel, man, I did see that post. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about the sales that we got going on so far, but man, there's so many things happening in the back end. Do you want to give us a little bit of background information first before we kick off today's show, brother?
Yeah, so we launched our pre-sale basically, and it's massive. This pre-sale, so it's for the FriggBox pre-sale, and we are going to talk about this a little bit in depth in this podcast, so please stay tuned. It represents the DNA of our company, and it's going extraordinarily very good. We made around 140,000 euro, which is like $180K in about 24 hours. So we are very happy with the results so far. There is a big momentum, and this is why we are here today in front of you guys, because we want to tell you more. It's day 2 only, and you are still early, guys.
140,000 euros, and the first day is not even over yet, right? It's still within the first day.
True. Actually, it remains like 2 hours before we launched yesterday the pre-sale.
That is incredible, man. Wow. Over 140,000 euros and counting. The first day is not even over yet. I am made of questions right now. I'm sure our audience members are too. But speaking of our audience members, just want to give our dear audience members in the chat a quick shout out. We see you, Emmy. We see you, Irv. We see you, Allison. We see you, Nash. And also Crypto Rabino. Thank you so much for helping us out by reposting the stream to your community. Really do love all the support you're giving us. And but Axel, on that note, we also have Nash giving you a shout out here. Axel, give me some of that handsomeness.
And my hair are going in my eyes. It's not looking good for the pre-sale right now. I can't focus.
I thought that was stage. I thought this was something I thought that was the angle that we're going for.
I should maybe, if I'm about to talk about the pre-sale, I should put my nerd glasses like this.
Oh man.
It looks like I'm a tech guy now.
Oh, is that how we raise our IQ points by 20 before we enter any room? The glasses make sense.
That's right. This is why I'm going to wear those glasses. Chat, should I keep my glasses or should I remove them?
I mean, I don't know if you have a ring light behind the situation. I don't know if it's causing a glare, but hey, as long as you're comfortable in them and you're looking mighty good, man. So whichever way that you want to run it, it's up to you, my friend. It's up to you. But you did mention FriggBox just now. So let's talk about this for our veteran audience members that know what it is. This is gonna be a little refresher for you guys. But for our audience members tuning in for the very first time, Axel, my brother, please talk to us, man. What exactly is the FriggBox, and what makes it different from any other tech product that is on blockchain and Web3 right now?
So I would say that FriggBox is what I call the Wi-Fi router for blockchains. So it's not really a Wi-Fi router, but when you look at it, it's really the size of one. So it allows you to transform your home into kind of a decentralized node, which allow you ultimately to host the networks, or network, Ethereum, some protocols, some application, and get your cut from it. So you can get rewarded just by hosting this decentralization, basically. So you go from a user perspective into a participant. You become a participant and you get rewarded for that.
Being a participant and being rewarded for it. This is really just tying things back into how DePINs are, right? We kind of we share this. We have all these things that we have an abundance of, and we had no idea that it's actually able to generate a passive income for us. And Axel, we've been on so many shows at this point. You know how big of a fanatic I am when it comes to a passive source of income. And guys and gals in the audience, if you guys want that additional passive income in your life, then definitely be paying attention because we are about to get into the heart and soul of all this. But Axel, let's talk about decentralization for a bit. I feel like this term kind of gets thrown around a lot these days. But when it comes down to it, how does the FriggBox make decentralization tangible in people's homes?
So there is two things. First of all, I want to address the problem of decentralization because most of the decentralization you see right now is fake. I call that the decentralization centralized. When you look at most of the Ethereum node, do you know where they are running, most of them?
Not at all. Not at all.
Around 24% are on Amazon AWS, and the others are spread around Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and so on. So if one day those data centers, they have a law like, okay, you have to ban Ethereum, they will have to follow the law, and they will ban Ethereum indeed. Okay, it's very abstracted, but we saw a lot of applications, decentralized applications, websites that stopped running for a full day or more because of centralization. Let me take some very recent example. Rabi Wallet, which is the second largest browser wallet after MetaMask. All my DeFi bros, they love Rabi Wallet. I personally really like Rabi Wallet as well. It's much better than MetaMask anyway. But it stopped to work for a full day in 15th of April 2025, this year, a few months ago, guys. And why is that? It's because of Amazon AWS, the data center of Amazon, because Rabi Wallet is centralized, actually. It's a decentralized wallet, but it's hosted in centralized data centers, cloud. And it's not the only case, actually. If you look at 2021, DYDX, a very famous decentralized exchange, lost millions of dollars because of that. Like their website shut it down completely because of AWS as well. Same for Binance. I don't know if you remember, but this year there was a lot of people that tried to withdraw money and they could not. And the reason why, it's not because Binance was trying to scam them, not at all, they are legit. It's because AWS stopped working and they could not enable withdrawing. That's the public statement, actually. So that's why I called decentralized centralized. In their essence, decentralization brings a lot of things. And one of these things, it removes the single point of failure. And unfortunately, with this decentralized centralized, it still allows the single point of failure, which can, result in loss of funds, loss of money. There is censorship. There could be security issue, etc. And really, what we do is just by splitting this across our infrastructure, by decentralizing every piece and distributing it. It's very important because each box will interconnect each other. We can actually host and allow true decentralization that is tangible from home because, well, I'm not crazy. You have this in your home directly. You can touch it and we can go deeper in the rabbit hole. I know you like that, Ice.
Oh, yeah.
So if you look at the internet, it's a technology that existed for around 25, 30 years without mass adoption, in the 70s, we already had TCP/IP, but still no one knew what was, like your grandparents, they didn't know what it was in the 70s, right? The internet. And it got unlocked at the end of the 90s, beginning of 2000s. Why it got unlocked? Did internet massively evolved from beginning of 90s to the end of the 90s? Not really. It just, we could actually touch the Wi-Fi router. We put Wi-Fi router at home of the people. They can touch it. They can understand the concept, because at the end we are just animals. We believe what we see. And it became tangible. And I do believe that the next step for the mass adoption of blockchain is getting this physical anchor in people's brain. Because right now, if you go to ask your waiter if he knows blockchains, he doesn't know what is blockchain. He knows what is Bitcoin, not blockchain. Because Bitcoin is a logo. Bitcoin makes you feel of dollars. Oh yeah, one Bitcoin is $110,000. You have a number, you imagine like suitcase of money, like Mr. Beast give you this suitcase of money, it's one Bitcoin. That's what people think about Bitcoin right now. They just see a logo and money. This is physical anchorness. And we need the same for blockchains in general. So people will understand what is internet and they will understand what is blockchain, because these two have one thing in common. It's a network.
Dude, man, this is so much to unpack here. Let me go back to two things that we talked about, and also I want to actually I'll bring up Nash's comment one more time. But so two things. First of all, eliminating a single point of failure. I think this goes back to the initial discussion between centralized versus decentralized. People always talk about, oh, this is centralized. Why is it so bad? I feel like half the people complaining about that, they don't actually know why it's bad. So I think this is a perfect example to address why it is actually so crucial for us to understand the differences between decentralization and centralization. That single point of failure and that Amazon example with the Rabby wallet, honestly, the importance of this cannot be overstated. And secondly, physically tangible goods. We always talk about utility in the space and the values that assets can provide from Web3. But I find that when these values manifests into physical, tangible goods, it carries with it much more weight. And it's just like you said, Axel, being able to see, being able to touch. Seeing is believing. And this saying didn't come without reason, right? But before we move on, I did catch this comment coming in from Nash earlier. I brought it up, but I want to bring this up again because now I have a question. Nash is saying that if he has money, he's going to buy 3 of the Frigg boxes. So I'm just curious, Axel, how many boxes can a single user actually buy? Are we limited to 1, or is there any kind of limitation involved in this?
If you want to go in damn China, open a warehouse full of Frigg boxes, you're free to do. I mean, we are not limiting. We are not communist. We allow you to buy as much as you want, as much as you can afford. But obviously, it's a disclaimer. Do not make a loan. Do not take stupid decision. Okay. Put the money you want to invest. Okay. Not put the money you want to burn all your saving into one thing. No, don't do this, please. Just allow a small percentage of your wallet into a FriggBox. Probably is a good move. You know your strategy. I don't know. It's not a financial advice.
Gotcha, man. My man Axel out here. He has to be handsome, candor, and truthful to everybody. But while I have you here and while we're talking about this, Axel, for those of us in the audience that are curious about where they can go, where can we go to check out the safe links to get access to the FriggBox?
Sure, just go on FriggHome account. There is the pinned tweet. You can like it, retweet it on the way, click on it, and buy as many FriggBox as you want. Also, quick story about it. You will see there's a sales video in the page. And this sales video was crazy because I had to take a plane for 3 hours, get on there because it was in France and I was not in France at this moment. So I get on a plane, make 3 hours of traveling. No, more than 3 hours actually. 3 hours was if it was a direct plane, but there was not. So, so I made around like 6-7 hours on the way, and on the way back I made like 3 hours, fortunately. So I got on the plane, arrived on Monday night, sleep around probably like 5 hours, wake up around 7 a.m. in the morning. All the morning we shoot this video plus another video. We just rented the Airbnb for a few hours actually, and after we finished, I pack my things and I go back by plane 3 hours in another country, and that's what it it took to make this video. So please, guys, just watch this video, and also you will probably maybe understand more about our mission and what FriggBox is actually.
I actually just navigated to the page of the video right now, Axel. Before I actually move on to the next thing, I just want to ask you, do you mind if we screen share this video live on stream?
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. All right, cool. It's kind of a spontaneous thing we're doing here, but let's make this work. All right. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up for wait, how long is this video, Axel?
It's fast. It's less than 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna mute my intake mic on audio on my side, so that way you guys don't hear me echoing. Hopefully the audio will go through properly. If it doesn't, please yell at me in the comments chat. Let us know. But yeah, without further ado, here we go. Let me go ahead and put this share screen up. Hopefully everybody can see it. Let me go ahead and add this to the screen, and I will temporarily put Axel and I in the background. 1 second. All right, let's do this.
The internet has shaped our lives. But the internet we use today is no longer enough. It's slow, centralized, and controlled by a few giants. FriggBox is something different. A device created to give power back to people, to you. Plug it in, and within seconds, you're part of the backbone of Web3. No coding, no setup, no noise. While you live your life, FriggBox works for you, quietly, efficiently, powering the networks of tomorrow. You host blockchains and protocols, making them faster, more scalable, more resilient. And in return, you earn passive rewards, simply for contributing to the network. It's not just powerful and meaningful, it's beautiful, silent, compact, and stylish enough to sit proudly on your TV stand. Private by design with an integrated cold wallet, encrypted messaging box-to-box, and a secure VPN. This isn't another gadget, it's real infrastructure, the cornerstone of the new internet made for your living room. Decentralization is freedom, and it's no longer just a concept, but something physical. FriggBox is freeing blockchain from centralization.
Back the campaign today and secure your FriggBox at the best price. It's time to claim your place in the future of the internet.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man. Oh, God, that looked so good. The hairstyle looked pretty good, too. But the box looked friggin' good. Oh, man. How did you feel when your team was filming that? Oh, that was awesome, bro.
Feeling good, man. I just have an echo of myself. I think it's from the screen share.
Oh. Wait, is the echo happening right now still? Let me go.
Now it's good. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Chat. Oh, okay. Hopefully that wasn't absolutely distorted. Okay, all right. I think we're okay. I think we are okay. We are back. But
all right.
we got some comments coming in from chat. Let's say actually we got a question coming from Nash. Nash said, "Damn, do I indeed need to loan for the for the 5th time?" I think Axel said not to do that, Nash. But hey, to each their own. You know your financial situation the best, sir.
That's also, right, Nash.
Yes, and also Crypto Robino, thank you so much for the love and support. Really do appreciate you guys. But on that note, I saw a lot of Ethereum symbols popping up there, so I kind of wanted to go back to that real quick, Axel. How does all of the reward system and incentives work exactly? What happens when someone officially plugs in the FriggBox into their home for the first time?
I love that question. It's very important to understand it because most of the Web3 project companies, and especially in DePIN, it's a bit shady, right? Like you don't understand what they do and how they generate rewards. And this is also why we didn't want it to create a token to reward you right away. Like we would eventually create a token, right? But we don't want to incentivize people only with this. What we're doing is we take existing networks such as blockchains, Ethereum, and so on, and also DePINs. So that's the first 2 sources of cash. First, we get Ethereum. Ethereum, there is multiple ways of earning. But ultimately, we will release our own LST actually. And with the stacking amount of rewards, we get fees for managing the fees. For example, Lido takes 10% because they are actually centralized in data centers. I mean, not entirely, but a good part of it is. And what we will do is, because we are not centralized in data centers, it's people that host our LSTs, actually. So when I say LST, I mean liquid stacking token, which is basically a voucher for stacking, allows you to be liquid, changing it at any time. Because it's people that host it, we don't have fees for data centers. So we can be less expensive than any other LST, and we can actually give back the fair cut to every host. So you get money you get reward based on actual real stacking infrastructure, based on DePIN. Second thing, there is a ton of decentralized application. There is a ton of applications, websites, networks that are centralized. And because we have stockage, we have enough stockage on each FriggBox, we can make a deal with them, host them, get a fee, and give it back to you. So that's two ways. First way is everything related to blockchains, whether it's aggregator fees, stacking fees, and so on. You get Ethereum from this, if it's based on Ethereum. If it's based, let's say, on Solana or another chain in the future, you will get in the native coin. The other is based on DePIN, based on every infrastructure needed, whether it's cloud, bandwidth sharing, anything related to your resources, you will get directly USDC. It's a stable coin. And third but not least, when we create our own blockchain, the Frigg chain, which will be a post-quantum blockchain for IoTs and more, you will get actually an allocation. So we have two models of FriggBox. We have the FriggBox Lite, which still give you allocation, and we have FriggBox Ultra, which gives you 2 times more allocation of token for the future blockchain. So you see, we take the first two things. We take existing networks that actually already have transaction and existing financial values. By doing so, we give you directly ETH or USDC in your wallet. And the third, that will pop up a little bit later, is the Frigg chain, and you will get a token allocation, and also you will host directly a Frigg chain node, because it will be never centralized.
Very interesting. And one thing, Axel, from the video that we just saw and the website that we were just at, the one that is on the website that can be purchased right now, is that FriggBox Live or is that FriggBox Ultra?
This is the FriggBox Ultra, actually. If you can see, there is light on the side, and this is the main detail of the FriggBox Ultra. Is like you can see the beautiful purple shiny light on the side.
Gotcha. And perfect timing, actually. This is I was going to ask something, and I think Elliot's comment here kind of goes perfectly into what I was going to ask. But Elliot is out here saying, earning ETH without staking my own ETH, WTF.
Right.
Right, yeah. How is that possible? Right, Elliot? Do not worry. We're going to get into this. And actually, my follow-up question for you, Axel, is what exactly is the data or the information or value that is being provided? Like, how is this value being turned and generated into ETH or USDC?
Can you rephrase your question? Sorry.
Yeah. So on let's say on a DePIN protocol, let's say I have a excessive bandwidth that I'm not using, I can share that bandwidth with the DePIN, right? And what exactly is the thing that I'm sharing via the FriggBox in order to generate this value back to me?
Yeah, it's very important to understand this, because I can understand there could be a security question, a privacy question as well. And first, concerning the privacy, the FriggBox is made with the privacy by design. So your name, your address, it's not directly inside your FriggBox. Okay, it's host blockchain and it's secured by blockchain. That solved the question actually in one.
Gotcha.
The second thing is, what was it? Sorry, it was how do I? What was your question? Sorry.
I was asking, so the information that's being shared that like what is being gathered essentially? What is
Yeah.
the either the bandwidth or what is the material, the resource? That's the word I was looking for. What is the resource that we are providing out via the FriggBox, and kind of how does
Yeah.
it turn back into ETH or USDC going into the DePIN structure of things, the rewards?
Yeah. Yes. So we will add in the future more and more income stream actually. So in the future, well, I can tell you exactly what we plan to do. We plan to do smart homes, smart cities, etc. But on the near term, we plan to do bandwidth sharing. As you can see, there is AI booming. So a lot of company in AI raised a lot of money, and AI is actually consuming a lot of bandwidth. And by sharing those bandwidth at edge directly from your home, you can improve AI performance, and you can actually get money from that. But you need to know how to do it, and it's very technical. So we do it for you with a simple, compact, with a sleek design, the FriggBox. That's the first thing. Second thing is, in your FriggBox there will be storage. 2 terabytes for the light version and 4 terabytes for the ultra version. More storage equal more earning. And by decentralized application, blockchains, website application, for example, if you look at Telegram, Pavel Durov have his own servers. Now, let's say that it's distributed on our infrastructure. Well, you could basically get your share from this.
Got it. So it is bandwidth sharing and also compute power. And just like Axel said, like AI is already pretty mainstream now, but as momentum picks up even further, there's going to be more demand for AI compute power. And I mean, those of you guys that use AI programs out there, you guys already know it doesn't come free, it doesn't come cheap, it requires a lot of cost. And it's for reasons like this. It's because it does require that compute power. So this, in a sense, is utilizing your computer's power in order to contribute to that protocol. And that's why you guys are getting Ethereum and or USDC in addition to other rewards going into the future. But also Light having 2 terabytes and Ultra having 4 terabytes. And of course, the more you have, the more rewards you can earn. Thank you so much for clearing that up. I totally missed that part. But also, I got a question here coming in from Profits Alone. And they are asking, how much does a FriggBox cost?
So we have an exclusive discount right now. We have the light version, which is at €599 without excluding tax. And we have the ultra version, which is, and we'll get back just after, but I think it's really worth it. It's €899 excluding tax. You have also, if you want to check in your local currency, you can open the website using the pin tweet on FriggHome account. It's the official link. Don't look at the comment. Just look directly the link in the pin tweet. And when you open the website, you will see how much it costs in your local currency, I hope. Otherwise, you use the converter on Google, and that will tell you exactly in your currency how much it is.
Perfect. Thank you, brother. And guys, you guys see this at the bottom of the screen scrolling past right now. I mean, you guys probably already know where to go, but just in case you don't, definitely check out their Twitter handle. That is X, and that's just FriggHome. Very, very simple. FriggHome. Bottom of the screen right there. Thank you so much for your questions, Profits. Also, we got another question coming in from Allison. Allison is asking, how is the shipping going to be made worldwide?
Supply chain question like that. So actually, we are working in batch. Okay, this is the first batch. This is the pre-sale for the first batch, and that allows us to have much more control. Because if we were opening the sales like this and we don't control how much volume there is all the year, so the first year will be a mess because we'll have to figure out which months it's up, which months it's down. No, it's only open for limited amount of time. It's the first batch, and God knows when there will be a second batch. So if you get it now, you will be early. And that way we can actually manage our supply chain very effectively, because you are not thinking about predicting the traffic, you know, from a country to another, how much it will cost, how can you make, I mean, there's a ton of questions to ask for your supply chain. No, it's limited in amount of time. When we close, we have a couple of months before delivery. It's written on the website. You can check it. I advise you also to read everything, because everything is written, and you will have no surprise. You know, if something, if you want to know something, because Right now, as I said, it's a pre-sale. So if you buy it now, you're not going to receive it by Friday. Okay, you will receive it when we say on the website. You will receive it. So I advise you to check carefully everything. But it's indeed a good question, and don't worry, we can deliver in the worldwide, and we have actually custom fees for the shipping according to the region. So we manage everything and we thought about everything.
And Nash had a follow-up question. Can this be purchased using USDT/USDC?
Actually, we made how do you say inquiry with crypto.com. It took so much time to validate us, so we actually made another inquiry with another provider that is very serious and very renowned. I'm not going to say the name because we haven't confirmed yet, but it should be a matter of days. And in a few days, normally you will accept in crypto, USDC to be exact.
Got it. You know, if it's with crypto.com, that actually opens up the avenue for me because that just so happens to be my off-ramp, Axel. So I may or may not be checking that website out. If I can be purchasing using Kronos, then that would be pretty cool. And also, one last thing.
We'll take stable.
Oh yeah, we'll take stables.
Sorry.
We'll take stables. We'll take stables on the chain. No problem. I'll definitely go ahead and convert that. But I did catch one thing that you said. You mentioned that this is the pre-sale, of course. Is the official date not released yet, or is it somewhere on the website? I'm having trouble finding it.
Nah, it's not released yet.
Got it. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm not sure if we covered this, but I just in case I missed out, I want to be thorough. I'm sure you guys in the audience want to be thorough too. So let's just say we're in the future now, Axel, right? I have the box. I ordered it. It's arrived at my house. And then we do the unboxing video because as all content creators do, I take it out of the box. I plug it into my electric outlet. Is there anything else I need to do to connect the FriggBox to my computer or anything like that for setup?
It's very easy. You just have to plug it in. After you have a little QR code, you scan it with your camera or your application on your phone. It opens up the dashboard. You connect the Wi-Fi to you connect the box to the Wi-Fi, and it works. As easy as this.
So no HDMI cable, no 17 wires that goes to my TV, phone, and my and every outlet connect to my Wi-Fi router and all that jazz.
No Wi-Fi port forward, nothing technical. It's as easy as you plug your Wi-Fi in actually.
Got it. I don't need to make a second basement in order to make this FriggBox work. I like that. Plug it in, scan the QR code, open up the dashboard, connect your Wi-Fi, and done. We've come a long way, Axel. We've come a long way to try to set up these complicated Web3 internet devices, trying to make these as easy as possible for our homes. Because I know you, actually, you know, this actually is a great case study because prior to this, Axel, you have tried to set up a lot of DePIN devices on your end. And I guess having to go through all those difficult times trying to set up all these crazy devices, it's inspired a lot of the design behind the FriggBox, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I've been telling my team a lot of time, I do not want anything complicated. I came from the principle that I want my grandma to be able to plug it in and understand what's going on. You know, because that's we talked a lot about that together, is that I do believe that UX is a big stop for the mass adoption. And certainly I don't want to do this mistake in my own company, right? So I want it to be so easy that it's very intuitive. You do it, you feel smart because it's working, and you start generating rewards on chain.
That's right. Simplicity really is the king out here, guys. And can we actually see the box on screen one more time? Because like the design, like obviously the design of the FriggBox is a major focus for you guys, right? It looks sleek, and you said silent, compact, and it just really looks good. So if you can show us the box on the screen one more time, Axel, let's talk about this, man. Like, why was it so important for you and the team to make this box like so cosmetically beautiful and, as you guys call it, living room ready?
Because I want the people to be able to exhibit it at their home. I want to have this wow effect. It's like you go to your friend, you've heard a little bit about FriggBox or not even. You just go and you see this purple box shining in the living room. And I want your friend to look at you and say, what is this? Is this your Wi-Fi? And you say, No, it's my FriggBox. And that's the effect I want the people to have.
Brother, I love that, man. So right there, you're actually doing three things. You're doing three things. We talked about the UI UX and how us degenerates in Web3 have a very short attention span. So the easier on that front, the better, right? But secondly, kind of like just tapping into consumer psychology. It makes us be intrigued to something. It makes us want to really have something. And I think having that testimonial coming from a friend, it's a lot more convincing than trying to sell somebody on a product, right? But thirdly, I think this is the most important part, is that by doing this, you guys are actually going above and beyond, because now you are educating normies about what blockchain is before they have any idea what any of this technology truly is about. So I got to ask you, man, and I mean, right now we're in 2025, right? But going into the future, like, what impacts do you think FriggBox is going to have towards the mass adoption of blockchain and just the future of the Internet of Things?
Oh, this question is great. So when we look at the Internet of Things, which is smart devices, basically, your Tesla is an IoT, Internet of Things. Your computer, obviously, your TV, your I don't know, your everything, almost everything is an IoT nowadays. And IoT turns normal object into computers. That's the main thing. And this is why when you look at how a Tesla is built, the most expensive thing is not the raw material used to create a Tesla. The most expensive thing in the Tesla is the software itself, because it's been built by the best cybersecurity engineer. And it would be too bad if you're just driving around your Tesla and someone hack you and just make you kill someone. That's not what you want, right? I mean, no one wants that, hopefully. So most of the IoTs, they're not secured. They're not private. They're not secured, and you can get hacked. And sometimes it's as dumb as a smart light bulb. You have this light bulb in your house that can adapt itself to the sound, to the movie you're watching, whatever, and a smart hacker would just like hacked it, and you like, yeah, what? Why do I care? Like, I don't care if it's blue or red. It's not a big hack. No, what you care is that they can actually get inside your network, get access to your computer, and get some videos, some bank credentials, whatever, like things you don't want to get public, and after bad things can happen. And this will be more and more. If you look at banks, they don't have cash anymore. Like, there is no robbery anymore. I mean, in most of the Western countries, there is no robbery anymore because there is no cash in the banks. But there is a lot of hackers, and we see more and more young fellas, 16 years old, that are genius and that got arrested by the FBI. And that's the real threat nowadays, unfortunately, is that as long as you're connected to the internet, you're not safe. And what we try to do with this FriggBox on the long term is to make you be able to plug the smart devices connected to the internet, connected to the blockchain. Also, we will pseudonymize everything. So when you open your door with a smart lock connected to the blockchain, no one will know when you get out, when you get in. But that's the main point, is like, it will be secured and it will be extremely difficult for a hacker to hack you. Much more difficult than if you have a normal smart device.
Got it. I appreciate it, by the way. We kind of brought it back to the whole security side of things. We were kind of going off script for a second there, but I just really wanted to know, and I know how passionate you are about IoT, brother. So, but I do apologize for that curveball here, but I knew you can handle it. That's why I put it on the table for you. Also,
Thanks.
We got a question coming in from Profits Alone, and they are asking, FriggBox, does it work hand in hand with Frig Liquid?
It is connected to Frig Liquid. For example, you earn ETH, for example. You can swap it easily in Frig Liquid to get USDC at the best rate, or USDT, or whatever you want to get, really. Whatever is available on Frig Liquid. So, and obviously because you have a FriggBox, you will have very, very low fees. We have to determine if it will be fully free, like it is now, actually, if you want to try. But in the future, you will have a a lot of advantage of having a FriggBox and swap it in Frig Liquid.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for your question, Profits. And now going back to the security bit, I'm not sure if we covered it in totality, but let's actually hit the security question on up front now. So we discussed a little bit about it, especially when we're kind of referring back to the IoT subject here. But of course, security being one of those things in our space that is possibly the biggest concern for a lot of users in Web3. So when we have these conversations with normies, this is something that they're going to be worried about as well, right? But that being said, Axel, if when we do get the FriggBox, we plug it into our computer, it's connected to our Wi-Fi. How do I know I am covered, right? How does FriggBox assure my privacy and protection for the person that's using it?
So there's two things. First of all, I want to say that you can, but in general, you won't plug it in your computer directly. You will plug it on an electrical outlet, which is a little bit separated from your computer. The second thing I want to say is that it's a hardware. If you have one of these, this is a cold wallet, right? When you want to save your crypto, you put it inside this. And this will be actually available into this as well. The FriggBox Ultra, the Ultra version, not the Lite. So you will have a smart cold wallet inside your FriggBox Ultra. So every reward you get through the FriggBox will be automatically secured inside. If you have extra crypto on an exchange, on another cold wallet, whatever, you can transfer it on your FriggBox. And that's the beauty of the thing. Like really, if you have ETH, you can actually stake it directly from a FriggBox and have a better APY than if you did it through another provider. So you have a smart cold wallet directly in your FriggBox Ultra, and also, as I said earlier, your name, your sensitive information are not directly inside your FriggBox. This is completely safe. This is private by design. We do not store your name or whatever inside the FriggBox. I want to be clear. So if someone gain access to your FriggBox, which is very unlikely, your information won't leak, and they won't be able to hack your smart cold wallet because it's a cold wallet.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for clarifying that. And also, I'm looking at the website again. All this information that Axel and I are covering right now can be found on the from the FriggHome homepage, which coincidentally does link to that sales webpage as well. So once again, guys, if you guys are interested in this, or if you want to read up on the documentations in totality on your own, definitely check out the pinned tweet on the FriggHome house account. Once again, scrolling past in the bottom of the stream right now. And that being said, as I'm scrolling on your website, Axel, couldn't help but notice you guys have a pretty robust team. I didn't realize that you guys had so many team members behind this. So let's talk about this for a second, man. Holy, so many well-known figures in the tech and especially the cryptography industry here. But talk us through this, Axel. Who are these legendary folks on your team?
So we have a huge advisory board that we work with them, for some stuff. We have, let's start with, I like to start with him actually, Jean-Jacques Kiskater. He's been quoted in the Bitcoin white paper. He's one of the best known cryptographer of this world. Another world-class cryptographer is Bill Buchanan, that has been decorated by the Queen Elizabeth II. So he's part of the Royal Society of Scotland, I believe. There is as well Louis Pouzin, which is the inventor of the modern internet, basically. He is the inventor and the creator of the datagram. I don't know if you realize how huge it is. There is also John Day, which is a previously ARPANET, which is the ancestor of the internet. It was actually a secret program from the US, actually. And after it got revealed, and they created TCP/IP. And John Day is also the co-creator of something called the RINA project, which is an alternative of the modern protocol we use on the internet, but is actually outdated. It's been released in the 70s, I believe, and we're still using that. I mean, there is different updates, but it's a real struggle. And he created an alternative to this to use the internet, but in a better fashion, let's say. and this respectful Mr. created it. And we are using actually this protocol. This protocol is used in the blockchain Cardano, some block, not everything. And as we are actually using it, we are going to use it in our infrastructure.
Got it, got it. You know, I was kind of like trying to put this up on the page without completely taking us off the stage. I couldn't figure out how to do it, but here I wanted to actually bring this over and kind of showcase who Axel was briefly was just discussing here. But guys, if you guys want to check out the team, the information, the FriggBox use cases, and how you guys can get this set up on your own time, please visit their website, all right? FriggBox.com. And once again, this can be found at the homepage over at FriggHome. All you got to do is check out their house account, go to the very top of the screen, and you guys will be able to redirect over to this page right here. So definitely go and check this out, you guys. And as I transition back, let me just get this off the screen. And bam. All right, here we are. Coming back home and bringing things to a close, Axel. One more time. For the folks that want to get involved, right now, and let's talk about the pre-sale. Why is this such a unique opportunity right now? And how is this going to change in the weeks or months to come?
So I want to talk about multiple things. First thing, it's limited. Once we reached the goal and we say, okay, that's good, we stop the pre-sale, and you will have no way to buy a FriggBox actually. You will have to wait the second batch, and the second batch, we didn't even plan the date. Probably next year, probably 2027, and you don't want to wait that much to be part of our infrastructure. As you understood, it will generate some rewards, and you want to be part of it. Second thing is we make a unique program that we call the Active Royalties program for every holder of the FriggBox Ultra. You can read on the website more about it, but I will tell you right now some big pictures. Basically, if you hold the FriggBox Ultra, based on every selling of the FriggBox in the future, you will get a percentage of the selling. So we have kind of a pool of rewards, and every time we sell a FriggBox, we'll put a percentage of this money we get from the selling into this pool, and we will share it among every FriggBox Ultra. So as you understand, the earlier you get, the more profit you'll make out of these royalties. But be careful, because it's only for the first batch. It's only now. After it will end. So it's better to do it now instead of waiting, I believe.
Got it. So the active royalties program, where the percentage of the FriggBox sales will go towards FriggBox Ultra owners, but only from this batch, which is limited. But I'm assuming, so in future, we're still able to purchase the 4 terabyte FriggBox Ultras. It just won't have any attachment to this royalty programs. Is that how it's going to work?
Sorry, say it again.
So in the future, we can still buy a FriggBox Ultra, right, with the 4 terabyte, but it won't be able to enjoy the active royalties program. That's how it works, right?
Yes. After the first batch, after this pre-sale, it's over.
I gotcha. So, and of course, right now, you said the supply was limited. I must have glanced over this and it completely slipped my mind. What is the supply or the limitation on this right now?
No, we didn't limit the supply. We limit the let's say it's a scientific mix between the financial goal and the time frame.
Got it. Gotcha. Wow, man, so many things to unpack. And Emmy, if you're still there in the producer's seat, can you actually give us an update? Because last time I went to the webpage, I think I saw your comment during the show. You said there was 4 sales since we started the stream. I'm counting a little bit more than just 4. Can you give us a live update on where we're at with that, please, Emmy? And as we close out today's show, Axel, man, let me bring the mic home back to you, sir. If there's one thing that you want to share with the rest of the world, Axel, what is that one message going to be?
There is 2 things. First thing, I want to talk about the individuals. When you get a FriggBox, I want you to feel this way. I want you to invite a friend at your home, show them you don't even show them the FriggBox. You just wait, they say, oh, what is this box? Why is it purple like this? And you tell them, that box actually works for me and it generates reward in real time. And they'll say, what is that? and then you show them on your phone actually. That's the first thing I want to say is I want you to feel smart. I want you to show that you can actually make money online, basically. Second thing, it's more toward the global vision. You know, the goal at FriggHome is to, on the long term, decentralize the internet. Yeah, of course, it won't happen next year, maybe not even after 1 year or two, but that's the main goal in the future. And if you want to be early, if you want to participate in this future, it's now. You're not gonna wait after 3 years and say, oh, I knew it would work, I was there. Thank you, 6 backers, that's a lot of money, thank you very much. I'm very happy we crossed the 150,000 euro, that's good. So congratulations to all the new backers, all the new believers. So I want the world to be a better place, and I think it will happen not through censorship, but through freedom. And FriggBox, FriggHome in general, is for freedom. FriggHome. You got it.
Indeed. Wow, man. You got me speechless here at the ending here, Axel. Man. So first of all, go ahead, get the box, invite a friend, make them ask questions, make them question themselves. What is the desire behind this passive income? And then showcase it to them. You know, this is the box that works for me, and it generates passive income and rewards in real time. You can, in fact, make money online. And guys, let's be real here. This is 2025, almost at the tail end of it, going into the next couple of years. If you're not making money online, then what are you doing with your lives? But secondly, and more importantly, the global vision to decentralize the internet. Oh my God, Axel, you know, usually we end off our shows with a little bit of closing thoughts, but I don't really know. I don't really know if we can top that. But if you want to say anything else, please take the mic away from me before we close off. This is your time, man. Please.
Thanks. I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank the new 6 believers in FriggHome. It's a little bit less than 24 hours. It's 23 hours to be exact, but we opened the pre-sale. We already made more than 150,000 euro. How much is this in dollar? 180 something like this. $180,000 in 24 hours. It is one of the biggest launch we saw from a startup in hardware, especially in blockchain, in 2025. If you look at most of the Web3 companies, blockchain companies, most of them, 95%, even more, they don't make money at all. It's just the beginning, and we already raised that much money. That makes us in the top 2-3% companies. So guys, there is something going on. I am obviously saying this, I'm biased, I'm the CEO, I'm not going to say the opposite. But just look for yourself the fact that we raised that much money for that great product that we developed with more than 10 engineers, around 15 engineers in total, with rotation obviously, and crazy advisory board. So there is something going on, there is a momentum, and I think it's now that is happening, guys.
Truly so. You know, a lot of companies out here in Web3, they're selling JPEGs to raise funds. But no, Axel out here, he's selling ways to change lives, you guys.
And
Changing lives.
we are selling a damn hardware, man. Like, you know, I was talking with my colleagues the other day about how much we achieved in less than it's like a year and a half. Basically, in a year and a half, we achieved 1 hour hardware. We achieved 1 prototype of a hardware. We achieved a fully functional SaaS, and Profit alone can tell you in the comments because he tested it. We have a new patent. We already have 1 new international patent. We had a second one. We made a ton of R&D on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Unichain. We have some partnership incoming, and Fungible is one of them. And I mean, we already achieved so many things in a year and a half. And to be fair, it just makes me wonder what the other startup are doing. I don't want to throw the stone at them. I don't know, like startup is obviously a very wide term. I know that a lot of them are great and they're delivering well, but look at just what we are doing. We're delivering, and the FriggBox is there, guys. It's the DNA of our company, and we will have it sold out soon.
Man, I'm so happy for you, Axel. ever since we started this series of these shows, we bounced between a lot of different tech. We bounced before. We started with the real estate bit. We went to DePINs. We talked about liquid staking. We talked about AI. We go first full circle. We brought it back home to DePINs. And I gotta say, man, seen and worked with a lot of projects over this past year and a half, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud, so happy, and I'm just glad that FriggBox is being so well received, because I got a soft spot for real estate. So when I saw the branding of your company, FriggHome, I had to get to the bottom of this rabbit hole. Just like you said, I do like my rabbit holes, and I do like to take that deep dive. But guys, ladies and gents, unfortunately, this does mark the end of our live stream for today. We can definitely go on for hours, but I'm going to leave my man alone here. He definitely needs to get that R&R, well-deserved rest and restoration and all that jazz. So my man Axel, on this opportunity, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and also on behalf of our audience members in the chat. Thank you, Axel, and thank you, staff members of FriggHome, for doing what you guys do. That being said, ladies and gents, sorry, please go for it.
Just I wanted to thank everyone that had the courage to watch it till the end, and also thanks to you, because you're a great host.
You're too kind, my friend. You are too kind. Thank you, Axel. And thank you guys in the audience for sharing all the love, for all the questions, and of course, for retweeting today's live stream. Really do appreciate all the love and support. And one last time, make sure you guys check out the pinned tweet over at FriggHome. If you guys want information, if you guys want to get your hand on those boxes, you guys now know exactly where to go. That being said, guys, make sure you guys are following the FriggHome's house account, and remember to turn on those notifications so you guys don't miss out on any of their latest updates. But until then, this is going to be Ice and Axel signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.